I want to ask Sabrina Hosenfilder's opinion on something. This is probably a little bit outside your field, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Just want to put it out there. But okay, there's something called Astra projection. I'm going to give you my theory on it. But there's people that can consciously do it. There's people that can go through a meditative process, to, deep relaxation, and actually allow their soul, their spirit to actually leave their physical body. Now, their body's still alive. They're not dead. They just there's people. The belief is that we all do it at night. Deep sleep, we go out of body, we all do it, but we don't remember, or sometimes we remember, but as a dream. You see, you have those weird dreams that you think you're talking to somebody, you probably are, or if you get a passed on loved one that you're actually meeting up with them, you probably are actually, because that's where they go. That's where the loved ones go once they're gone. They're hanging out there in the astral plane. But they said the one guy I wanted to reference is Robert Monroe. He's dead now. He's was a businessman back from the 1950s up until well, actually, when the Monroe Institute it was in Virginia, but he was a businessman, electrical engineer. He messed around with sound. He had what's it called, hemisync. You could play different sounds and make your brain do different stuff. Hemisync is like, let's say you got I'd say a 20 hertz, or let's say a 400 hertz signal in one ear and a 420 hertz signal in the other ear. And the hemisync, it's like, if you know I can't remember the term for heterodyne. If you know what heterodyne is, it works the same way. But hemisync, like I say, the difference in frequency would do something in the brain. I say the 20 hertz difference between the two signals, that would do something in the brain and make the brain do something. But if you go to Wikipedia and type in Robert Monroe, there's a full documentation on him. But what he would do, this is back in the 1950s when he got into by accident after he figured out what it was. He kind of played around with it. But what he would do, he'd visit, out of body, he would visit people he knew. I mean, he never told these people what he was doing. But, he'd see these people, let's say Martha and Clyde were having they were home, Martha was, frying up some burgers on a grill in the backyard, and they were both getting pretty loaded on wine or beer. And they had the record player out there playing some jazz music or whatever, and, let's say this was on a Friday night. He would meet up with Clyde and Martha later, and he'd say, "Hey, what? Just by the way, what were you doing last Saturday night or Friday night or whatever it was?" And I said, "Oh, it's funny you asked. We had a party in the backyard. We were getting pretty loaded, man. That was a fun old time listening to that jazz music." He would kind of confirm himself. He was actually going out of body visiting these people. He confirmed himself, but. They said the Monroe Institute was actually founded upon Astra projection. I said if you go to the website, you can find all that out. But I just want to ask your take on this. Probably outside your field, but I'll ask it anyway. Okay, love your videos. Zabina, ich liebe dich. Auf Wiedersehen.